Someone who also may find themselves getting a frosty reception in another country is our very own Prince Harry. Yes, we are still a member of the Commonwealth and he's still our prince. He just doesn't do anything. But Prince Harry is is going back to the UK. He's doing some charity work / just maybe trying to get away from Meghan as she does yet another TV series.
You couldn't blame the bloke, could you?
Cooking. And there is big speculation that this could be the one that he could actually meet up with the big guy, Charlie, Chuck, Chaz, King Charles III.
Welcome back. So, Prince Harry is heading back to the UK. He's going to mark the 10th anniversary of the Invictus Games, a global event he founded that has literally changed the lives of thousands of wounded, injured and sick servicemen and women and their families. A genuine, tangible, world-changing piece of humanitarian work. But according to Sky News contributor Joe Hildebrand, that's not the story. No. In the tired, broken record that passes for analysis in some corners of the media, the story isn't the work, it's not the veterans, it's not the healing. According to Joe, the story is, and I quote, / trying to get away from Meghan. Are you serious? Are we seriously still doing this? Is the lens through which we view every single action of this man so warped, so corroded by a bizarre and frankly unhealthy obsession, that we cannot see the actual event happening right in front of our faces? Joe Hildebrand looks at a prince engaging in the legacy project he built from the ground up, and his primary thought is not of service, not of sacrifice, but of a soap opera narrative about him trying to get away from his wife. It's pathetic, it's lazy, and it tells us everything about Joe Hildebrand and nothing about Prince Harry. Let's break this down, because this deserves a full-scale demolition. First, the "he doesn't do anything" assertion. What does that even mean? He doesn't do what? Wave from a balcony enough? He founded Invictus. He and Meghan built Archewell, which has partnered with orgs like World Central Kitchen to provide millions of meals. They've advocated for gender equity, for mental health awareness, for responsible tech, causes they've put their money, their time and their platform behind. But because they don't release a daily press bulletin of their movements, because they choose to do work away from the flashing bulbs of the Ritz Hotel, clowns like Hildebrand get to smugly declare they do nothing. It's a vacuum of an argument spoken by a man who gets paid to talk, not to do. Second, the slashing away from Meghan. This slash is doing so much heavy lifting it needs a union. It's the crutch of a commentator who has no real point to make, so he injects a cheap, gossipy, sexist trope to get a reaction. Why must a man's solo trip be framed as an escape? When a CEO travels for work, is he slashing trying to get away from his family? When an athlete goes to a training camp, is she slashing trying to get away from her partner? No, it's their job, it's their commitment. But for Harry, and by vicious extension for Meghan, the rules are different. Her very existence is somehow a trap from which the poor prince must occasionally flee. Give the woman a break. She cannot possibly be simultaneously the puppet master pulling all the strings and the person he's desperate to get away from. The cognitive dissonance is deafening. Let's examine the claims made during Harry's visit. Media insisted he was snubbed by his family, but his spokesperson confirmed a meeting with the king wasn't possible due to scheduling. This was logistics, not rejection. Yet, headlines twisted it into family discord, ignoring the real reason for Harry's visit. He was in the UK for Invictus, not a family holiday. Another false narrative suggested his trip was a marital escape. There's no evidence for this. Professional couples often travel separately. Meghan joined Harry days later for a joint tour of Nigeria. The Sussexes operate as a team, balancing work and family. Portraying Harry's solo trip as marital strife is a willful misrepresentation. The facts simply don't support the fiction. The media treats Harry's professional travel differently from other public figures. When politicians or CEOs travel for work, it's seen as normal. Their personal lives aren't dissected or questioned. For Harry and Meghan, every action is viewed through a lens of drama. This double standard holds them to impossible scrutiny. Their work is overshadowed by the ongoing soap opera the media has constructed. The success of Invictus and their charitable work is lost in the noise. This delegitimizes their efforts and sends the message that their actions matter less than the narrative imposed on them. It's unfair and illogical. The relentless scrutiny prevents them from being judged on merit. The media's double standard is damaging and disingenuous. It's time to recognize their contributions for what they are. Beyond the drama, Harry and Meghan have built a legacy of service and impact. The Invictus Games are a testament to Harry's vision and dedication to veterans. Their work extends through the Foundation, supporting mental health, online safety, disaster relief, and vaccine equity. Meghan's advocacy for gender equality and children's rights predates her marriage. She's worked with the UN and World Vision, championing the underdog. Their commitment to making a difference has never wavered. This is the story often missed. Two people using their platform for positive change. The obsession with their personal lives obscures this truth. The public is shown a caricature, not the reality of their contributions. Their true legacy is action, compassion, and service. The media's focus on drama deprives us of the full picture. It's time to see the Sussexes for their work, not just the headlines. Their impact deserves recognition. The Sussexes have made it abundantly clear they want privacy. They want to focus on their work. They want to raise their children out of the spotlight. And yet, every time Harry breathes, the commentary isn't about the oxygen he's taking in, it's a speculative, salacious theory about what that breath means for his relationship with his wife. It's exhausting, it's unprofessional, and it's beneath what should be called journalism. So here's a radical idea, Joe. How about we focus on what's actually happening? Prince Harry, Duke of Sussex, is returning to the United Kingdom to celebrate a decade of a Games that has given purpose, pride and community to veterans who gave everything for their countries. He will likely meet with his father, the King, amid a period of family illness. That is the story. It is a story of duty, of legacy and of complex family dynamics. It has enough weight and humanity on its own dot. It does not need your cheap misogynistic fan fiction / commentary dragging it into the gutter. The Sussexes deserve more than this. They deserve grace. They deserve the space to do their work without every single action being twisted into a negative. They deserve justice from a media machine that has profited from their pain for far too long. So do better, Joe. Be better, or at the very least, just be quiet and let the man work.